From CNN, Trump bypasses Congress to cancel nearly $5 billion in foreign aid. President Trump just pulled a rare move, notifying Congress to cancel $4.9 billion in approved foreign aid using a pocket rescission, the first in nearly 50 years since Jimmy Carter. The cuts target USAID development aid, peacekeeping, and democracy programs, aligning with Trump's America First agenda, as Secretary Rubio called it, woke and weaponized spending. But it's sparking bipartisan backlash. Democrats call it illegal theft of funds, and even Republican Senator Susan Collins says it's a violation of the Impoundment Act per GAO rulings. With a funding deadline looming on September 30th, this could complicate shutdown talks, triggering a 45-day pause that might let the money lapse without Congress acting. From Fox News, who is Kilmar Abrego Garcia and why does he matter? Meet Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Salvadoran in Maryland turned symbol in the immigration debate. Deported to El Salvador's mega prison despite protections, now back facing smuggling charges. DHS says he's an MS-13 member, validated by police in 2019 with a 2022 traffic stop revealing 9 undocumented men in his van, suspected human trafficking plus past domestic violence claims. But Garcia denies gang ties, got withholding of removal in 2019 fearing rival gangs, and courts ordered his return after the administrative error deportation, now charged in Tennessee, released but detained again. Left-wing activists rally for him as a due process fight against endless deportation battles, while critics see it as endless litigation letting criminals stay. His case could set precedents for Trump's term. From the Associated Press, Governor Gretchen Whitmer calls special election for state Senate seat that could split Michigan chamber. After nearly 9 months of criticism, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer finally called a special election for the vacant 35th State Senate District, primary February 3rd, general May 5th, 2026. The seat, held by Democrat Kristen McDonald Rivet until she went to Congress, covers Saginaw and Bay City, a Democratic stronghold shifting right, leaving 270,000 residents unrepresented amid budget fights. Republicans slammed the delay as denying voters' rights. Even some Democrats urged action. A resident lawsuit pressured Whitmer, who dodged explanations but now sets dates amid calls for her presidential run. A GOP win could tie the Senate at 19-19, letting Republicans block bills or force lieutenant governor tiebreakers, key in Whitmer's final term, with only 12 bills passed this year due to gridlock. From the Daily Express, J.D. Vance's White House outburst at Zelensky finally explained as real reason emerges. Remember Vice President J.D. Vance's heated Oval Office blow-up with Ukraine's Zelensky in February. Vance now says it highlighted a real U.S.-Ukraine disagreements, not just a public spat. Vance criticized Zelensky for lacking gratitude on aid, but his real frustration: the Biden admin's billions to Ukraine without a clear endgame strategy. Zelensky thanked Trump 9 times in 1 minute recently. In a USA Today interview, Vance regrets the public drama but says it was useful. He blames Biden for no peace plan, praises ongoing U.S.-Ukraine talks for territorial integrity without full Russian conquest. Trump has slammed U.S. aid levels versus Europe's, once wrongly claiming $300 billion versus $100 billion. Vance got GOP praise like from Senator Graham, but his stance is often amid recent Russia drone strikes killing 15. From Reuters, U.S. Homeland Security Chief reports breach at FEMA, fires 23 employees. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem revealed an IT breach at FEMA, firing 23 employees, including top IT leaders, for incompetence and neglect that let hackers access the network. A routine review found severe lapses like no multi-factor authentication and unpatched vulnerabilities threatening the whole department. But no sensitive data was stolen and no citizens directly impacted. This follows a dissent letter from scores of FEMA workers warning of catastrophe risks from inexperienced Trump appointees, echoing Katrina 20 years ago. Trump plans to eliminate FEMA for direct office funding. Amid a hiring freeze through year's end as hurricane season peaks, Nome blasted staff for dishonesty and obstruction. FEMA insists it's committed to Americans, but critics see it as part of broader cuts. From NBC News, Missouri's governor calls special session to redraw congressional maps and push to boost GOP seats. Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe called a special session starting Wednesday to redraw congressional maps aiming to create more GOP-leaning districts ahead of 2026 midterms. The push backed by Trump targets the Democratic 5th District in Kansas City, held by Rep. Emmanuel Cleaver, potentially flipping it for a 7-1 Republican edge. Kehoe says it reflects Missouri values over extreme left. Following Texas Governor Abbott's new maps for 5 GOP pickups, this is Trump's strategy to hold the slim House majority. Missouri's GOP-led legislature will act, but Democrats vow court challenges. The session also tackles initiative petition reform to limit citizen-led ballot measures like abortion rights. Critics call it rigging elections, while Kehoe says it ensures fair representation. And as always, thank you for the like, comment, and subscription.